Hi everyone, how's everything going? Are you having a great day? Well, today I feel super happy and excited. I don't really know why, but I just feel good. That's why I thought today is a good day to make a video and share it with you here on YouTube. So, what are we talking about today? Oh, if you say you will tell us a story and then ask questions about it, no, today I will not do that. Today I will talk to you spontaneously. Spontaneously means without planning, with no plan. So I didn't really plan what I'm going to talk about in this video. Well, of course I know the topic, but I didn't really plan, like, okay, in this minute I will say this, and in the fifth minute I will say that. No, I have no plan. I will just talk to you spontaneously, okay? So today we are talking about how you can learn to speak powerful English. I will also talk about how I learned English. So let's get started. You guys, I know why you are here. I know why you are watching this video. You are here simply because you want to speak English. You want to use English when you are communicating, right? Well, the problem is you just don't know how. How can you speak English? How can you learn it? Where can you learn it? And with whom should you learn English? Okay, by the way, if you are here listening to me and if your native language is not English and you understand everything I say, well, or at least 95%, you know what? Your English is already at a very high level. So you can be happy about that. Okay, so understanding me, check. What about speaking? Opening your mouth and saying something in English, easily, correctly. What about it? Can you do it too easily? If your answer is no, I can't speak English, then keep watching. Now, if you can't speak English, I want you to ask yourself this question. Why? Why do you think you can't speak English? And I'm sure you've studied English before. You've studied English for maybe 5 years, maybe 10 years. I know people who have studied English for more than 10 years. And you know what? They still can't speak English. Okay, so are you done thinking? Why can't you speak English? By the way, you should also think about the methods, the techniques you used before to improve your English. Which methods did you try? And did they help you? Did they help you, to speak English easily? Well, let me guess. You probably learned English at school and you learned from your textbooks. And of course, you always had an English teacher. And maybe you are thinking, well, what is wrong with learning English at school? What is wrong with that? Well, there is absolutely something wrong with the system, with the methods you used before, because if those methods worked, if those methods were useful, then you wouldn't be watching this video, right? Because you are here and you want to learn to speak English. And you can't speak English even though you've studied English for many, many years. So something is wrong here, right? There must be a problem. So are you the problem? What do you think? Or are the methods that you used the problem? Well, guys, learning English at school never works. If you learn English at school, then you would always have trouble understanding native speakers of English and speaking English, correctly, fluently, easily, without thinking. So, if you think about the grammar rules, every time you open your mouth to speak, then you have to change something. You have to change the way you learn English. When you change the way you learn English, then suddenly your English will improve. Okay? Your English will start improving. So, how should you learn English? What should you do? What should you focus on? Right? So obviously, the old methods, right? The traditional methods you used did not work. They did not help you learn to speak, really powerful English. So you must try something else. Okay, this is very important. In order to speak English, you have to focus on listening. You must learn English with your ears, not with your eyes. Okay? Because you learn English with your eyes all the time, you can't speak English right now, right? You still have difficulties speaking. This is why. So you need to change the way you learn English. You need to thoroughly concentrate on listening and speaking. Okay? You have to listen to English every day. Guys, I'm serious and this is very important. If you are here and if you really want to improve your speaking, then focus on listening. Focus on learning with your ears. Okay? Not with your eyes, with your ears. So, what should you listen? And when should you listen to English? Okay, let me talk about those things. First, what should you listen? What materials, right, should you listen to? Well, you should choose easy things. Okay? So if let's say you are listening to something in English and you don't understand anything at all, then listen to something else. Listen to something easier. Okay? Let's say you are listening to something in English and you understand 90%, maybe 95%. That's great. You can keep listening to that. Okay? But if you understand like 30% or 40%, then stop. Stop listening to that, okay? Find something easier. This is very important. There are a lot of people, there are a lot of English learners who are trying to listen to things that are too difficult. They don't understand. They just listen and listen. Okay, in my videos, I always say, guys, you need to listen to English to speak. But I'm not saying like, okay, you have to listen to everything in English. Like, you have to listen to the news. No, don't start with the news because those are so difficult. Start with things that are easy, okay? This is very important. And when should you listen to English? When? And how often should you listen to English? Well, my answer is you should listen to English every day, every single day, okay? Don't miss any days. Listen to English every day. And how much? For example, how much should you listen to English in a day? Well, you should listen to English for 1 hour. 1 hour. And you can break that time into pieces, okay? You can divide that time into pieces. So listen to English for 15 minutes in the morning, and then you listen to English for 15 minutes in the afternoon, okay? And then maybe 20 minutes in the evening, right? Divide that time, okay? That way it will be easier for you. And please don't say, oh, I'm so busy, I have a very busy life, I don't have time for English. No, these are only excuses, okay? Don't make excuses, guys. Take action. Take action means do something, okay? Anybody out there says, I want to improve my English, I want to speak English. Okay, and I'm asking, what are you doing? What are you doing to improve your English, to achieve your goal? Well, you know what? They do nothing. They do nothing. So, that's why their English is not improving. So you should do something. You must take action, okay? Start today. Start today, not tomorrow, guys. And even now, okay, you are learning English because I'm speaking English, 100%, right? And you are listening to me, okay? And this is also practice. This way, by listening to me, you are also practicing your English. And by the way, to speak English, you don't need a native speaker to speak with, or you don't need someone to speak with. You can learn English by listening, okay? And now let me talk about how I learned English, especially, speaking English. Well, I only focused on listening, okay? I stopped studying grammar rules. I stopped those things and I started listening, okay? This is so important. I always concentrated on listening and speaking, okay? I didn't really study grammar rules. I didn't memorize, vocabulary words. I just used my ears to learn English. You see, guys, I'm speaking English right now and my native language is not English, okay? But I still can speak English, and right now I don't think about any grammar rules. I just speak spontaneously. I swear. I'm not reading anything. I'm not reading from a script or something. I'm just talking, like casually, spontaneously, okay? And it doesn't feel difficult. It doesn't feel difficult to speak English. It feels easy. When I want to say something in English, I say it. I don't think about it. I don't think about, okay, which tense should I use? Which word should I use? No, I don't think about those things. I just want to say something and I say it easily, correctly. Of course, I make mistakes and you will make mistakes too, okay? And you know what? Native speakers, like by native speakers, I mean, Americans, British people, Australians, they also make mistakes when they are speaking. And that's normal, okay? Everybody makes mistakes when they are speaking their own native language. That's normal. Mistakes should not stop you from improving, okay? Please take action. Do something, okay? If I did this, you can do it too. That's why I'm here. I'm here to show you that you can do this too. You can learn to speak English powerfully, easily, correctly, without thinking grammar rules, without hesitating, guys. Come on. You can do it, okay? Just believe in yourself. Have faith in yourself, okay? So, let me say this one more time. If you want to speak English, if you want to learn to speak English easily and correctly, then you have to focus on listening, okay? Listening. And I will also put some links to the stuff that I think are useful for you, okay? And what can you listen actually? You can listen to TV shows and you can listen to children's programs, okay? Like I said, they should be easy. The materials that you are using should be easy, okay? This is super, super important, all right? So, guys, if you are thinking, wow, she speaks really good English, right? Her English is awesome. If you are thinking, I speak good English, then just believe in yourself. You can do this too, okay? So, of course, you can also use my stories to improve your English, okay? Every week I post a story on my YouTube channel. You know, first I tell a story, usually a crazy story, and then I ask questions about the story. I ask a lot of questions, a bunch of questions, okay? I repeat and repeat and repeat. Actually, I repeat the same thing in different ways, okay? I want you to learn English really deeply. I want English to be a part of your life, like your native language, okay? I want you to feel confident when you speak English, and you can do it, okay? Well, I think that's all. I hope you enjoyed this video because this is very, very important topic, okay? That's why I wanted to talk about it. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you keep listening to English every day, I promise your English will improve. I learned by listening, okay? I didn't go to the US or I didn't go to England. I learned here in my country. And I learned on my own. So you can do it too, okay? Relax, believe in yourself, and take action, okay? Do something. You can do it. Well, I will see you in the next video. Bye.